What's going on, y'all? So it's been actually kind of a long time since I've done a video kind of similar to this, and I actually just want to give you guys a little tour around the room here. I call it this place the Reptile room. Obviously, if you guys have been following the channel for a while and you guys have been seeing my videos for the last few months, you kind of have already noticed that a little bit of my room's a little bit different. Now, first thing I actually want to point out, you guys, right off the bat, is this big, beautiful rack system right here. This thing I've only had for just a few months. Now, if any of you folks out there that have watched my video of me going to the Tinley Park Reptile show just earlier this past March with my dad, you guys probably remember I bought this thing there at the show, and this thing has been absolutely amazing. And obviously the old rack system I got rid of because I feel like it was already out of date and I had it for so many years, but it was time to get an upgrade. And obviously I got a few of my animals already in here, and they are doing pretty well in here. Obviously, we got my boy Tyson right here, my albino garter snake in here. And it's crazy to think, you guys, I've had him for almost 10 years, and he's done pretty well. And for a little while, well, not for a little while, for probably like a year or two, you guys, I had him in this 20-gallon terrarium. This actually belongs to Van Halen now, of course, but for some reason, my guy, Tyson, just really was kind of reluctant about eating. So, but I guess every snake is different, and some snakes just don't really like change in their environment that well. And that could be a possible factor of why he didn't really have any interest in eating. He kind of probably felt maybe a little bit exposed in this cage, and maybe that's why he didn't want to eat. Who knows exactly what the reason is, but ever since I moved him back into a rack system here, he is now literally back chowing down on mice for good. So that's a good thing right there. And of course, now over here, you guys have seen this beautiful skyscraper cage that belongs to my girl Ariel, my beautiful corn snake, of course. And she's doing really well in this cage too. Literally from day one since I got this thing. And by the way, I did get this cage also at Tinley Park. I think it was the my first time ever going to Tinley Park when I got this cage, if I remember right. I might have to go look back at one of my older Tinley Park videos and see if I did get this cage there on my first time going or not. And speaking somewhat new, but not brand new, but you guys know that also while I was at Tinley this past spring, I also did not just get a rack system, I also got this girl right here. And her name is Mendisa here, everybody. My cute little baby Kenyan Samboa. Don't know if you guys could see her, but she's poking her head out through her bedding right there. Obviously just a cute little girl she is, and she's actually doing pretty well settling into her home here, everybody. She is currently, I don't think she's even a year old, to be honest with you, but she is doing really well. She's taking pinkies like a champ, and she's got a very docile temper too, which is awesome. That's one of the nice things about Kenyan Samboas too, is they're known for having a very docile temper. They're not a big boa species, and they're pretty good beginners too. For young people, you know, like middle school kids and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to have her into my life here, and she is snake. I have a total of 8 total snakes here in my bedroom alone, which is kind of crazy to say that, but I'm glad, you know, that I have family that supports my addiction. But as you guys can see here too, I got several other tubs in here too that are empty. So, I mean, theoretically, I could add a few more snakes, but do I plan on getting any more? It's hard to say. For now, I am happy with what I got, but who knows, maybe 5 years from now, something might change that. Alright, so now moving on to the next one, you guys. You probably remember on the channel, it's been a little while since we've shown him here, but okay, let's see here. Oh, here he is. So, we got my guy here, Frosty, my gorgeous snow corn snake right here. And you guys can tell, it's been a little while since we've seen him on the channel, but if you guys can tell, he's definitely put some size on him, that's for sure. It's definitely growing on me on 100% here. And you can tell his beautiful coloration on his pattern here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there on his scales, but you can definitely see the yellow spots right there coming in on him. So, and as he gets bigger though, that pattern's going to come out a little bit more clear here. And that's pretty normal for snow corn snakes, everyone. When they're babies, they're usually pretty bright pink, but as they get older and grow bigger, that pink kind of starts to fade a little bit, and there's starts to be more yellow paint job starts to come into this beautiful pattern. And he's done very well here, you guys. He was also the first snake I ever bought at the Tinley Park Reptile show, if you guys remember that clip at all whatsoever. But yeah, he's doing really well here, and I'd say he's gonna be around with me for a long time to come. And of course, this is one of my personal favorites, everyone. It's my girl Lucy here, my beautiful common garter snake here. And by the way, just a couple days ago, you guys, it was her 8th birthday. So she is officially now 8 years old. And it's hard to believe she is officially an 8-year-old animal here. And I could still remember when she was just teeny tiny when I first got her. And look at her, she has now come a long, long way. And she's just absolutely a sweetheart when I take her out of her cage, you guys. I mean, look at her. She's like, she'll literally let me get me up into her face. Just like that. She doesn't seem frightened at all when I put my face up to her, because really, she's seen practically only me pretty much her 8 years of her life so far. And so far, look at her. She's using my arm kind of like as a branch, and she's just hanging on, and she's not too scared whatsoever. And she obviously knows I'm not a predator too, which is awesome. And like I said, she's personally one of my favorite snakes I've ever owned in my entire life here. And really, I hope I still have her around for another few more years too. But yeah, like I said, absolutely a fan, one of my favorites. But look at that beautiful pattern on her, you guys, that dorsal stripe down her back there, and also the siding patterns too. I mean, she is just beautiful. I mean, beautiful looking regardless. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a pretty snake. You're a pretty girl, aren't you, hon? Yeah, you're so pretty. Oh, I think you're about to fall on me here, hon. Alright, I should probably get her back in her cage, because I think she's starting to lose her grip on me. Now, some of you probably might not remember this snake here, but a few years ago, I think it was back in May of 22 or 23, I don't remember which year. It might have been 22. This here, you guys, is another albino garter snake that I've owned for the last few years, and her name is Sprinkle Cheese. Ooh, I am so sorry, girl. Are you okay? I don't know what happened there, but yeah, her name is Sprinkle Cheese here, and I've had her ever since she was just a teeny tiny baby. Now, when I first got her, you guys, she was a pretty feisty little girl. Like, she had a bit of an attitude with her for how little she was, but now that it's been a few years, you guys, and she's gotten bigger, she's really kind of mellowed out quite well here for the house, and she's not really that bitey anymore. She doesn't pee on me at all, and literally she doesn't flatten her head out or her body and strike at me as much, which is a good thing here. And I think maybe it's because she's starting to hit maturity here, and she's kind of figured out that I'm not really a threat to her either as well, which is a good thing when you own a pet snake, everybody. It's important, you know, whether it's a garter snake, a corn snake, or even a king snake, it's always a good idea to try and socialize with your animal when you get a chance, because it's not always about feeding your animal all the time, everyone. It's always a good idea to try and bond with your animal. Even if, you know, snakes don't show any emotions, it's really kind of still important to let your animal know that it's not always time to eat when you bring the animal out, because if you just only feed your pet snake while in its enclosure, and if you don't bring it out at all to socialize with it, that animal's only gonna just think, hey, every time he opens that bin, I know it's gonna be feeding time. It's always a good idea once in a while to bring your animal out just for only a few minutes and spend a little time with them, so they kind of get to know you and realize that you're not always, you know, gonna give them food, and that you're not a threat to them whatsoever. She's a little jump. Ooh, yeah, I saw you. I saw that slow tongue flick right there. That usually means she's actually on alert right now. But hey, girl, it's gonna be okay. But anyways, though, since I got her out, I'm gonna do a little bit of cage cleaning too. But hey, Sprinkle Cheese, she's doing really well here. Okay, so one more animal, you guys, and you probably are gonna guess who this one is. And this one I'm still working on, you know, trying to get him, you know, to not think that there's always going to be food every time I open his cage. And we got my guy Eli here, my amazing children's python, and you guys probably remember I did a video a while ago on him too, because for years, ever since I adopted him, I always thought that Eli was a girl. So, and I always thought it was his name originally was Ellie, because but the truth is that when my good friend Spencer first got her, well, her at the time, we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, because the breeder that was selling her, I don't know if they had, you know, the gender symbol to tell us if it was a male or a female. I don't remember, but so we just assumed it was a girl. But apparently now, years later, it seems like Eli has displayed more of a male appearance for a children's python. And obviously he's sitting right here on his branch. He's just staring at me like thinking like, you gonna give me you got my dinner? Or are you just gonna stand there, just sit there and waste my time? That's clearly what's on his mind right now, but unfortunately I don't have any food for him right now, but he'll slowly come his way over here and come check things out. Now, children's pythons, believe it or not, are one of the smallest python species on the planet. And they don't get very big. They usually get around maybe somewhere between 2 and 3 feet long. And they make a really great beginner pet python as well, kind of similar to ball pythons. Now, obviously, since, you know, I haven't taken Eli that much out of his cage over the last few years, I really got to get into rhythm here to kind of, you know, habituate him to realize that not every time I open his cage, that there's going to be food. That's not always the case. He seems to be kind of into that driving instinct right there. But for now, I think he's right now just coming over, checking out what's going on, and see if there is food in the area or not. Since I got the door closed now, he's probably figuring out that I got no food. But anywho though, those are all my animals that I have here for 2026. So yeah, we definitely got a couple changes made here in the room, but also got a couple more new animals added as well. So let me know which one of your guys is your favorite down in the comments below. And let's see here. Oh yeah, and by the way, next video, I'm definitely going out and doing some herping because we only got a few weeks left this summer, so I want to definitely get out there while it's still nice and warm out. I'll see you guys in the next adventure.